Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have another match of the Z2R tournament 2022. We are still in Swiss round 4. Oh my god. Matchup is Chromataclysm and Ellendar, and commentators for this match will be Mirai and Royal with Cheese. Take it from here.
Hello, everyone. Perhaps that intro is going to set the stage for what this race may be today. It'll be interesting for sure. Royale, how we doing?
I'm doing well, Mirai. I am really looking forward to this matchup between these two outstanding runners. This should be quite the race.
Same. And I'm sure everyone here today in chat is also looking forward to this one. These two are two and one, if I'm not mistaken. Two and one. So we're looking for a win, and that's going to get us our spot in brackets. And then the other person's going to be 2 and 2, and they're going to be hoping for a win next week and for their spot in brackets. So we'll see. We'll see what's going down here. Ellendar is convinced he's going to lose to Chroma, but maybe Chroma, I don't know. Maybe Chroma's having an off day. Maybe he's going to forget the glove in a cave somewhere. I don't know. Anything's possible because Rando going to Rando.
Yep, it's true. Yeah, Clem, Ellendar pretty much never looks hopeful. At least I am pretty sure he's always rip in every race I've ever seen him run. So. Thank you for the gift sub to TAH. That is very generous.
From making it rain on multiple channels here for Z2R stuff.
Look at that. Mito just south of start with the jump spell.
Good old islands, like in the islands here. Hopefully we won't have the boots for a while. Hopefully we're not just sitting here in Trophy Cave here that Chroma's in.
Got bopped by something there in the dark. Ellendar's also now found his way into Trophy Cave. Ooh, I'm not a fan of the Moa. I prefer the spider or the bat.
The Moa's pretty dangerous if you can't catch the Moa right away. He hits you pretty hard there at the low life levels, and if you leave him alive, he's just going to knock you into the lava or mess with you down here where it's dark. It's a lot easier to catch him up at the top when you first walk in.
Okay, well, not the boots, but, you know, it's nice to find the glove as the first item.
Yeah, and if Ellendar takes a game over here, I don't know if he's going to be back in here immediately to try to get through here. He's going to probably need that glove. Probably going to want that sooner than later.
For sure. That Moa is beating him up, and the lava is also beating him up.
I didn't see what else we had down here in the south. Yeah, he's going to go north now. Yep, he's going to check out that grass tile.
Yeah, I don't really blame him. I mean, you know it's there.
Well,
come on, game, really?
Well, maybe he'll be slightly better off with that. Whereas Chroma's going down this way, and
yeah, he's on a forest tile hunt, and Ellendar's just like, I'm cruising the open waters.
Oh man, what a find right there! What a find. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes the boots are just kind of chilling. When you got an islands biome, the boots are just kind of chilling in a very, very accessible spot. Just completely defeating what islands needs to be, or at least wants to be.
Yeah, you know, when you find it this early, like within the first couple minutes, find those boots and islands, it almost makes me support, and here's Chroma gonna pick his up, it almost makes me support the crystal nerfed boots. Almost.
Yeah, that flag that we have where not all water is going to be walkable.
It's too bad you can't like set that on a timer. Where that would
be interesting.
If you find the boots within like the first half hour, you can't, you know, they're not, or like something like that. You could like set them on a customizable timer. That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. So that would, even if you found them early, you'd be like, all right, I got them, but we can't use them just yet until some timer ticks down, and we'll know it whenever we can start walking on water. Yeah, that could work.
Heart container and magic container cave there for Ellendar. Boots locked, magic container cave.
Chroma getting trolled by the bridge here. Stepping on the, it's a 2-screen encounter. It's the only double bridge encounter that we have on the west there. And he stepped into it from the side. He stepped into it from the side of it. You can't just walk out at that point. You get thrown into the middle of the 2 screens.
That bridge. And Chroma's also going to find... Oh, Chroma's in Heart Container Cave.
Yeah, Ellendar hopefully will make it back to Trophy Cave at some point in the near future before getting taken off in another direction.
Now that he has the boots, it's really just like everything's wide open.
So that was a Heart and Magic Container Cave, Heart and Heart Container Cave. Is that correct?
It's this even randomized. Goomba's only sitting on a magic jar today and not on a child. So yeah, it does appear to be randomized.
We might have a kind of a jet seat on our hands here. Boots Islands, and lots of hearts. Not worried about dying here. Glove accessible from the beginning as well. We'll have to see what the East looks like. They have a standard flag set, no funny business going on. So they could see some vanilla, I don't know, some vanilla shuffle DM or some vanilla shuffle East, and that would really kind of throw a wrench into the spokes of our what's looking to be like a well-oiled machine here.
Ellendar does take shield there in Raru. Meanwhile, Chroma has found Fairy Cave, getting a little beat up by these enemies. Oh, Red Dyra.
We got life in Saria, but it looks like we're skipping it. Oh!
Okay, so this is helpful for Ellendar, because,
yes,
you know, at least he knows now.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. You're one of the things you need is right here on this continent. So we got Pillar P-Bag Cave here for Chroma, and after this, I guess we'll only be missing Medicine Cave, I believe, at that point, and then
yeah,
that'll be pretty much between the 2 runners, all of the west. Clem, the last hint that Ellendar got was that the glove is on the west.
Yeah, and yes, trophy in the east required for Reflect, so... You know, I think we've seen Palace 2. Oh, hello, immediate item. Immediate hammer. In Magic Dropdown on Maze Island there for Ellendar. Found that cave connector.
Interesting. So Maze Island Bridge to the east, to a cave, to Maze Island. All right. And it looks like Chroma's going to be following in his footsteps here in a moment. Oh, not just yet, but close.
Pretty close, yeah. He's going to get that hint about trophy on the east. Yeah, it is. Yeah, connector-wise and early item-wise, yeah, definitely looking pretty free.
Yeah, we didn't see Thunder on the west, so it's going to be on the east. Could be Child, but other than that, seeing as the hammer is completely free, even if we have a forest tile blocking Nukasudo, not a big deal. We just would need to find it.
Yeah, really, I think... I mean, this is pretty free seed, actually. Is there anything that could really... I mean, magic jar requirements? Is there an item we could need? Maybe a flute?
Yeah, maybe a flute. Yeah, that could still be one thing that could troll us at this point, I would say.
Raft tile up there on the upper left corner of Maze Island. Yeah, trophy's required, but they know it, so it's not really, like, gonna troll them. Yeah, maybe magic container. That could troll them. Okay, Ellendar. So Chroma found the hammer immediately, because how can you miss it? And super healthy seed. Ellendar found another heart container, and Child dropped down.
Chroma headed back to the west here. I guess he just wanted to make sure he cleared out all of this, see what all these towns had for him, in case Fairy was here, in case Thunder was here, in case he could start getting into palaces ASAP. But not going to be. Both of those going to be on the east today.
Chroma actually going to take life spell here? He is.
I think he just probably misread the sign. You know, he has his glasses on today. I have a feeling they're probably slightly outdated prescription, and it's entirely possible he's getting a little old. So the life pickup's probably purely accidental, and we can forgive that.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm sure, the only logical explanation.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Okay, so Ellendar now has enough life to just take the hits through this cave and grab the glove. He
Yeah,
just he says, YOLO, give me the glove, I'm out. I don't
Yeah.
care about stabbing any of you.
So looking for Medicine Cave at this point. If it's hammer blocked, I guess that's no longer an issue. But it's still kind of missing it at this point in time. Oh, Ellendar has not seen Pillar P-Bag Cave either yet.
Right. I think we saw one hammer blocked cave. Yeah.
Perhaps.
2. Okay. Shield greater than life spell? Yeah, maybe. I like to have them both, but, you know, I'm a filthy casual.
I think there's going to be Chroma's Magic Container Cave. Yes, another heart for him.
Yep. Up there in that boots-locked magic container cave.
Neither one of our runners went in for the hint on the medicine, which is the jump spell, so we don't know where the medicine is exactly. Perhaps it is in Medicine Cave. Perhaps not, though. We'll see what's blocking our access to downstab. Hopefully we won't have downstab for a while.
Yeah, it looks like Chroma lucked out and got a good life spell. Oh hey, speaking of Medicine Cave, Mirai.
Yeah, that was one of those. Both of the boulder blocked caves are right there sitting next to each other. And this is one of them.
I think you are right, Clem. I think that's the only. We've seen both ends of Jump Cave. I know we've seen one end of Jump Cave, and we've
saw
seen
the
one
front
end of
of it.
Fairy Cave. Yeah, Chroma's been power leveling attack.
Yeah, I was just about to say that the thing that's killing Ellendar right now is I noticed that when he was in Medicine Cave, the birds coming down from the ceiling, he was still taking 2 hits to kill them, which is indicative of attack 1, and they just got attack 2 there. So, and earlier on, when Ellendar walked onto the east, he hit that desert tile, which was just full of Lizalfos, and he got out of there. And Chroma fought through that and got a bunch of experience from killing the 2 blue Lizalfos and the orange one as well. So that's helped him a bit. Chroma needs to go back. I guess he doesn't need to, but I think he's still on the back of his mind. He's got the other item on Maze Island still available to him, which we know is a heart. Or I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They're both at the same amount of hearts right now. I don't know if one of them has seen something the other hasn't. I don't know if Ellendar's seen Heart Container Cave. He does have a tracker up. Can I see what he's done? Not really. Okay,
he doesn't have Heart Container Cave marked off. Chroma has seen everything.
Yeah, so that's the one Heart Container that they've exchanged here. Is that Chroma is the one from Heart Container Cave, and Ellendar is the one from Maze Island. So there's
Maze Island, yeah.
Yeah, so they're able to be pretty beefy here early on, with potentially having 7 Heart Containers just without even going into any palaces just yet.
And I think, the candle gets hated on a lot because a lot of y'all are really good at this game and, you don't care about the dark stuff. But I think the candle is a nice pickup when you're in East Continent on low levels like Ellendar is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a candle. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing for me to see, but yeah, I'll pick it up. You know, if it's early enough in the game, and you know, I'm not, you know, I'm getting myself in trouble or something in dark caves. I don't mind that. A dark Death Mountain is not as exciting as a lit Death Mountain for sure. When you got to dig through there.
I still get excited about the candle. I also try and avoid Death Mountain.
Absolutely. I did miss what was on
water tile.
Yeah.
Was a pea bag.
Okay.
And Thunder's just chilling for free.
Let's see. So we got a heart container in vanilla heart container. We have Thunder in its vanilla location.
I mean, at least the pea bag on water tile was 500, I guess.
Yeah.
This is just like, you know. I mean, okay, so Nukasudo was hiding, but the hammer was free, so. Who rolled this seed? Siberian rolled this seed.
So there you go. There's 7 magic containers to get into the basement. I didn't even see what's on the desert tile there. Ellendar flying.
That was the
there.
magic container on the desert tile. So Ellendar's up to 5 now. So, you know, if the trophy's in the basement, it could troll them.
Yeah.
Or I guess if the child is needed for fairy and that's in, you know, he's in Granny's basement today, that could troll them.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw skipping fairy if we thought we could get away with that.
Spec Rock just free here in this vanilla-like Death Mountain.
And fire is not spell, as Chroma just tested.
Well, rip the dream. Or at least rip half the dream.
I estimate this as a 48-minute seed. They just need to find fairy and go.
You know, not shield. I don't think Chroma changed colors there. Not life. Not fairy, not jump. Yeah, we can rule a lot of stuff out with that.
All right, well, so we see a 3-odd rock here. We're hoping basement flute maybe.
Okay, yeah, that could be fun. So there's still hope for, you know, a little bit of trolliness to maybe. So we've got fire, thunder.
That simplifies some things. As we find Sunken Peabag Cave on Ellendar's side here, getting bopped by the Red Lizalfa, trying to give him a hug. Chroma also seeing his Spec Rock.
Free child. What do we got? We've got a scorpion. Chroma's gonna dig Hammer Cave too, so we're gonna get a look at both Death Mountain checks from him.
Yeah, I guess if this is anything we want, could be a key, perhaps could be another magic container if our flute is in the basement, because Ellendar just found the second magic container, and that's in Sunken Peabag Cave. And if this is going to be our third magic container, then that could be the key to getting into the basement there, as Chroma unhappy taking that death, seeing the key drop as well.
Yeah, that is sad when you lose the key, but okay, he got it back there. So that's less sad.
Alright, so we got Spell in Nibiru.
And Ellendar hasn't done the new Kasuto hammer check yet, so, you know, depending on what he explores before he does that, we could potentially see both checks from him all at once.
Yeah. Alright, so what do we got in Hammer Cave here? Our 8th heart! So Chroma's only missing the heart from Maze Island that Ellendar has. And other than that, that's all 8 hearts that we've seen in this seed so far. 18 minutes in. Yeah, if that was, as Animus pointing out in chat, if that was the flute, that would have been huge. Probably not the place that Ellendar is coming back to look for this unless he gets a hint for something. But yeah, just a heart, so game on in terms of trolling.
So, Fairy was child locked in Darunia, but you know, since the kid was just free hanging out there in Spec Rock, just out in the open, Ellendar will be able to pick up Fairy here.
It tends to be like that in the vanilla like Death Mountains. They're just kind of chilling over in the road area somewhere. Those spec rocks. I like vanilla like Death Mountains. They're very easy to navigate.
Same. All right. So we've got Fairy. I'm betting Ellendar will also go for upstab as long as he's here if Fairy is castable on Magic 1. Or not.
I didn't see it. I didn't see how much it cost.
Or just not. Yeah, 115.
Well, we'll see if it's castable at Magic 3. Here's Chroma's walking in here. It's interesting the order in which they found everything, because you could have found Darunia before finding Death Mountain, and then you would have been like, well, where's the child? So you could have had some potential for double dipping in some areas, but not so far. Not yet. I guess Chroma might have to double dip into Nukasudo because he's not seen anything other than the spell out of there.
Yeah, definitely, depending on what items we have. Because, as I often do, I have forgot, you know, like these items could also be, well, the flute, you know, if we need a flute, could also be in a palace. We don't have a hint for that,
yeah.
So we know the trophy is a 50-50. Yeah, useless River Devil. Unfortunately, in islands, like, the River Devil has a hard time being useful in islands. He's mostly just eye candy.
That's a way to describe the River Devil.
That was in honor of Crystal.
Did we catch the cost of Fairy at Magic 3? I made a point to say something, and then I looked over from Chroma's screen as Ellendar was trying to find what seems to be like a new Kasudo. I think he's knocking down some forest tiles.
57 on 3. Well, thank you, Siberian. Siberian tracking this game for us tonight, as well as restreaming like a boss.
Yeah, we see Ellendar just kind of walking around the east here. I think he's looking for new Kasudo. He knows it's missing.
He does, yeah, and he knows he needs to chop to get to it. I've seen him chop a few that were not new Kasudo. Say what? Oh, Ty, did you miss me saying that the River Devil is eye candy? I said it. Oh, it's not that either. But hey, you know, take the fairy. Ellendar's still on some pretty low levels.
Wow, he's got one more forest tile to find, and that's definitely going to be it, wherever it lies here. I thought it was kind of near the coast.
Yeah, Chroma found it pretty quickly over here. It might be, yeah, right there. That was some nice double Octorok kill action on Ellendar's side.
I did see that, yeah.
Okay, so Chroma did find that magic container.
So we're at least going to get a spell tower check here. Ellendar not able to hit at that basement up with only 6 magic containers. And he's also be getting his Fire Thunder, which, or maybe he'll get it on the way out.
Yeah, I mean, you don't go all the way in here and then not bother to get fire when you know it could be thunder or something. Okay, so trophy in the spell tower. So that's reflect for Ellendar. And he doesn't get fire. Okay.
Yeah, that's that. Especially, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's something that when you're just racing, it's entirely possible you just think, I've got the spells I need, whatever fire is, I don't care. And that's it's a mindset, it's a frequency you're on. You just want to go. You're like, I don't need any spells. I didn't even check the spell, even though just from just deducing where everything is, he should have known it was fire.
Yeah, and I mean, I think with a, when you're racing a runner like Chroma, you probably pretty much always feel behind.
Yeah, I can attest to that. But then you've got rooms like that with a bunch of nonsense in them, and sometimes that Fire Thunder is going to be super helpful. All right, getting our down stab on Ellendar's side. Chroma didn't pick that up.
We're
I don't
not
think.
getting our down stab on Ellendar's side. He still can't cast Fairy, and he doesn't have jump, but Chroma did find the flute.
Yeah, that's pretty big. That's especially really nice. The first palace you dig, you're just like, well, there it is. There it is.
And Chroma did pick up spell, so knowing that the trophy is in the east, I imagine we'll see him head back to New Kasuto.
Well, Ellendar digging the same palace here. He's probably just going to run into the same item room in the same spot and get the same item, or no? Okay. Oh, can he not cast? He has to be able to cast Fairy at this point. He's got 96 magic, even at Magic 2. Is it not come down
still
below
115.
that? Oh, okay.
It
trying to
didn't
get,
drop.
yeah, trying to get some Iron Knuckles here. On not doing so good on that 50-50 roll though.
I thought Palace 2 was always a red jar.
Oh, very true. Very true.
Like I
hadn't even considered that. And he probably didn't either, and he's like, wait, this is P2.
Okay, so as per usual, unhealthy helmet head. Very squishy. Chroma, I think, looking to, power level here.
Yeah,
I think
unfortunately,
2060 is his magic 6.
Ellendar does find Heart Container Cave. That was his last cave that he needed over here. He's going to give him that Heart Container that we know lies in here, but he still wants to get that Magic 3 ASAP, and he's not really having any luck getting any sort of good experience or P-bags to drop from anything at this point. Hopefully he doesn't walk too far away from P2, because once you get the flute out of P2, you pretty much realize you don't need anything else.
I love islands when there's just a random tile in the middle of the water. Alright. Both runners headed into 3 or 6 here.
I always want the grass tile to be just a random tile, one tile just sitting in the middle of just the ocean, the island grass tile. I don't think that can occur, though.
That would be spectacular. I'm not sure. I think you're right. Yeah, Ellendar farming this Iron Knuckle.
Yeah, I guess he pretty much has to because he just has no way to cast Fairy until now. So he's good. He's up in aid though. So maybe he's going back to Mito to get downstab right now. Other than that, I think Chrome is essentially, well, no, he's not in go mode yet because he doesn't know where the trophy's at. He knows it's in one of two locations. There's his item room. Maybe this will be a magic container that'll definitely push him back into Nuku Pseudo at that point. Well,
I mean, but he could take that medicine and get jump if he wants it. Jump is handy in GP sometimes.
yeah, I think Chrome is going to like that. I would certainly like that. It's just that Ellendar went into, Ellendar would have to double dip at this point, and I don't think, well, we might see Ellendar go back in with the medicine turn in, but that does cost some time, so.
Yeah, I mean, Ellendar didn't even take fire in Nuku Pseudo knowing it's potentially linked to, you know, a good spell, so I can't imagine him going back for jump. I don't think.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not at this point. It is nice he's back in P2 though, so this will be good for him.
All right, so this was P3. This very, very red P3 for Chroma here. And levels in the item room here. Or, not level, I'm sorry. I saw level in chat. Ellendar gets his flute from P2.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out that if anyone sees any anomalies on Chroma's overworld, or potentially even in the upper left corner of his side-scrolling screens, that is due to his power pack that he's using on his Nintendo. So if you see some weird terrain kind of near the top of the overworld, that's going to be caused by that. That's also true on Maze Island, any overworld map. Something is just weird with his setup, and yeah, not sure if power pack or ROM or combination of the two. So Chrome is cruising here, P2, P3, into P6. Don't think he's slowing down. Only thing that might slow him down is the fact that he might not want to double dip into Nuka Pseudo, just having already been in there thinking that he doesn't want to walk 3 screens to see a spell tower that doesn't give him what he wants and that he'll still need 7 magic containers again. He might try to get 7 magic containers and then go back in there, so that could slow him down. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get Ellendar caught up, but it's entirely possible that it will be. But if Chroma does not stop this pace and GP is not much of a troll, then this could be ultimately where we end up here.
Yeah, Chroma has been cleaning up the western palaces here pretty efficiently. Ellendar placing his first gem in P2 here.
Yeah, I think the one thing that slowed down Ellendar just to get started is the fact that he didn't have really enough magic and had to do that little bit of grinding. He was right outside of P2, kept getting the jar, of course, and then took even a few more minutes after that. They finally get Magic 3 and get Fairy castable. That that always sucks when you got to do that little bit of grinding, but I guess it all depends on just the way that it was played and the P-bags that dropped, when they dropped, what you wanted to level. We were noting earlier that Ellendar was on lower levels and Chroma was in a really good spot in terms of levels. So that slow leveling in the early game does come back to get you sometimes, or come back to cost you, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we saw that with the difference in, like, you know, Ellendar did a fine, like, his helmet head fight was fine, you know, but it was attack 3, and Chroma went in there with attack 5 and, you know, 2 or 3 hits. So definitely losing a little bit of time there for Ellendar just with the low attack levels.
Yeah, and I think the thing that might actually help him here, at least up until P6, which looks a little, looks like we've got some choices to make in P6 on where to go, but P2 and P3, they seem to be very straightforward in where the item was, where the bosses were, and so that's going to help Ellendar get through this 3 just as fast as Chroma did, I imagine. But then when we get to 6, who knows where that dragon sits at this point. But it could be that Chroma gets a little trolled in 6. Ooh, not enough to cast Fairy there. A little trolled in 6, and Ellendar finds his way to Barba quickly, knowing that he really doesn't need anything else. Whereas, again, Chroma might be looking for that 7th magic container.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And just a P-bag for the item in P6. Doubt we'll see Chroma go back for that.
That would be funny if the 7th one, as Animus is pointing out, 7th one sits in P4, where we would need Reflect to go into. We wouldn't really see any early digging into 4 without Reflect, and then the 8th one sitting in the basement there. That would be small troll, possible, but we'll see.
Barbara Streisand.
Not too bad of a dig, as long as you go the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, Chroma did pick up the medicine in P3. We just aren't sure if he'll use it necessarily. Attack 6 making, well, attack 6 and, double stabs. Oops.
Trying to be fancy. Trying to be quick and fancy.
Oh, Chroma. So, if there are... For any of you in chat who don't play this game, Chroma was trying to stab the boss item drop. Basically while turning himself into a fairy, as Ellendar places his his gem in P3 there. Because if you don't grab that boss item drop, you can't progress. Like, the screen just stops, it freezes. So, he had to take a tactical death there because he missed the stab.
Okay, I think we got... Oh, no, never mind. I lied. Chroma's still on the west.
He is still on the west.
I think he's going to Mito. I think he wants to get his down stab and turn in his medicine for jump.
Yeah, and I think those are excellent decisions. Ellendar headed into P6 here. And, Chroma didn't dig through here too much, so hopefully Ellendar can also find, a good route through here.
Yeah, there were some choices that Chroma made. I don't know if we'll see the same choices on Ellendar's side when it came to the junctions, which whether he should stay on top of an elevator or whatnot. I know there's a dead end here for him coming up, so he'll be forced in. Or I lied, totally lied on that. I thought this was a dead end that led to that forced Chroma downstairs. But Chroma, I guess, was playing pretty much in the dark on our side, so it's kind of hard to see what every room was exactly. This was a pretty dark palace on his side for his Nintendo capture.
Yes. And Chroma is picking up jump here in Mito.
Oh, this might actually be the way. We did see one of these rooms. This might... So it might be ferry across and then into the item room, and then next elevator down would be Barba. So that could actually be Ellendar getting through here very, very quickly.
Yeah, Chroma definitely went this way.
No,
not that way.
I was
Two
gonna say,
fairy rooms. That's fun.
Yeah, well, this is a dead end here. Yeah.
Yeah, Chroma did not go this way. So there's another fairy room somewhere in this palace. That is the way.
Yeah, we thought Ellendar was hot on his tail, but not so much.
It's part of the fun of these, you know, the duplicate room option, the copy room option for these palaces.
Yeah. Chroma looking for his second Maze Island item. It's gonna be just somewhere just north of the palace. And just a
And
heart
I'm
container.
sure, I'm sure he's hoping for magic, but we know the bad news.
Well, as chat pointed out earlier that we did have a hint that Guma sits on a magic container or a magic jar, which is essentially a magic container when it comes to a hint. So as long as we can find P5, if he digs out the magic container from there, he'll be in good shape.
That is true. That is, you know, that's fun. That's fun. Who doesn't love to dig P5 for a magic container?
Now you say that, and it might be like the first room, first few rooms in. So we'll see if it's buried deep into the palace or if it's just kind of chilling right near the beginning. Chroma does take that early left though, so maybe he is looking for that item. Fortunately, just a dead end.
I mean, I feel like the left in palaces is pretty much Chroma strats at this point. Using jump to save some magic there, get around that key lock.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's Ellendar's play is to go right, or did he get looped back around? I think...
No, that was his play, but since he saw that other room, I'm wondering if he thinks it's a loop.
Oh, he's getting looped back to it now, so he needs to just go.
Ellendar,
He needs to just go right. It's funny because it's essentially the same copy of the two rooms back to back. It's like he's got the one room that he was just in, and then the fairy room with the lava to the right of it. And I think he knows this. He's got, he didn't have fairy before, I guess. He didn't have enough to cast, so maybe he just tried to exploit it out of the way.
And yeah, Trails, we know that Chroma doesn't need to get the magic container, but he doesn't know that, and he knows, like, I think he knows that his trophy is in New Kasuto, but he doesn't know whether it's in Spell Tower or the, you know, Granny's basement, so I don't think he's too keen to go in there without being able to do both, since he's already been in there once.
Yeah, and if Guma is accessible, again, this is another thing, we're just trying to find some time for Ellendar to catch up here, being slightly behind overall, but if Guma is easily accessible for Ellendar when he walks in there, then that could be a huge time save, because I don't think Ellendar is going to be digging out another magic container just for funsies. He's probably just going to want to go at that point. And he's already got his trophy, so he doesn't need to worry about that basement.
Exactly. Okay, Ellendar he found the path, he found the way, he found our friend Barbara Streisand. Let's see if attack 4.
Oh yeah, attack 4. Oh man.
Yeah, and see, I mean, this is costing Ellendar time right now. You know, Chroma, I think, finished this fight maybe twice in the time has taken Ellendar to do it.
Yeah, the execution on Chroma's side is on this fight is always good, and those increased levels.
Attack 6 was also very good. Like,
yeah.
Attack 6 did very good work against this Barba. Nice kill though from Ellendar. That was a good fight.
Yeah, I'm glad he got that in one attempt there, because going to get the double level here, trying to bring Fairy down. Now it's 23 for him, so he's glad to see that.
Very nice. Chroma's found Guma here.
Yeah, he got smacked around a little bit there, that first attempt. Wow.
you know, Guma just wants a hug, but unfortunately his hugs hurt to the tune of 3¼ bars of health. It's Ellendar evening the gem count for a moment here. Yeah, life spell very good today.
Yeah, that's one of those things that could, I mean, it could really, like, you put it in the hands of a good runner and the life spell just makes the game super easy. So him having such a powerful life spell could really, really be a huge benefit here to him versus Ellendar not having it.
Yeah,
especially with
absolutely.
all 8 heart containers at this point, tons of health, a great heal on top of that is just it's wild. As long as it comes down in cost, as long as it's not too pricey. I don't know what it's at right now, but
Ellendar back into Darunia to get his upstab that he could not get before.
yeah,
Chroma is going to, at least for now, keep exploring P5.
Ellendar taking the slightly longer path out of Darunia. They're headed straight left instead of just going back right.
Turning around, yeah.
Ellendar, these are the time saves you need.
Big Slamu, welcome. I see you're new here. So we're playing Zelda 2 Randomizer, which is a really fun game. And you know, I think someone with a name really similar to yours played it last night. Yes, Nochi, Reflect is in Rudo today. And you know, all knowing Twitch chat and your comms know that the trophy is in Spell Tower in New Kasuto, but Chroma doesn't know that, so he is on a search for magic container number 7.
Did he see the item in P5? He didn't.
No, he is maybe not on a search. Maybe he's just like, you know what? YOLO.
Yeah, you know, he was looking, but it looked like he hit a dead end and then up and 8 out of there and didn't want to keep searching for things in P5, which I don't necessarily blame him. And maybe it's time to just go check the spell tower for the hell of it, and that's going to be his answer. But like we've been talking about, he doesn't know that and doesn't really want to double dip into the town. Or maybe he doesn't have that hint. Maybe he got it and doesn't remember it. It's something that maybe wouldn't necessarily be on your mind the entire time. Again, tournament race, anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things, you know. It's pretty easy for like us on comms and in chat to be like, oh, well, you should do this or that when we can see everything that's happening, but when you're only playing your own game and racing on top of it, you know, it can be stressful to make split-second decisions.
Yeah,
but
also
he does look like he is gonna go check that spell tower.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's also on the West Coast, so right now it's only 2:45 p.m., which is pretty much prime time for napping. So he might be a little tuckered out. I know I get a little tuckered out about this time.
Yeah, that is true. That's a very good point.
Yeah, this is what he wants to see here, so. Yeah, and unfortunately, he could have been here 10 minutes ago getting this. But so he's got to go back west, got to go to Rudo, get Reflect, then come back east. But that's it. I mean, GP is on the east, so it's just to 1-4 in GP at this point.
And I see Slamu and Trails have brought Summer Slamu Fest into chat. This is excellent. We love the content.
I haven't been keeping up. I was trying to make sure I knew what Ellendar was doing in this palace here. I don't, not even sure what palace he's in.
He's in Palace 4.
That makes perfect sense.
And he's getting a little bit trolled by it. Chroma's and Rudo grabbing Reflect with that trophy, so he's officially in go mode now.
Yeah, he's just got to clear out the east, and that's going to be game. Easy.
Easy, free seed.
Yeah, I mean, from our perspective, it hasn't been really too bad. The only thing that we were runners were concerned about, it seemed, was essentially the trophy location. But islands west with the completely free boots that both of them found pretty much at the same time, just a minute or so. Ellendar finding it a little bit earlier than Chroma, but not a big advantage. Glove sitting in Trophy Cave wide open. A bunch of heart containers to make things, make them be able to tank things a little bit easier. What else did they need? The flute was just sitting in P2. They both happened to dig P2 first to get the flute, not have to worry about anything else. The only thing that slowed down Chroma is the fact that he was probably a little concerned in needing that 7th magic container. But other than that, everything's been pretty open. The child was under Spec Rock. They both checked that immediately when they walked into Death Mountain. It was free and easy right there. That was for the fairy spell. So I don't know. We're cruising now, and and it's in a tournament race like this, you're really concerned that if you're cruising, your opponent's probably cruising as well.
Right. Now both runners in P4. Chroma has also made his way. Yeah, Raft is useless, Slamu, unfortunately. We saw a Raft tile in Maze Island, but we don't really need to be wasting magic on the Raft.
Oh, Trail's pointing out, Ellendar unfortunately taking a death in that room off the Square Wave heads. There's a statue head to the right of the elevator that actually is a 50-50 jar, and that could have despawned that door for him and gotten his magic back at the same time. So that's unfortunate. Gonna have to point Ellendar to the palace room document, get a little review going. I didn't see whether this is the dead end room or not.
I believe it is the dead end room.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's not the dead end room. Okay, I didn't see him take out the first enemy on the other side. Okay, so Ellendar doing a good job. I mean, I'm not surprised with as much as he plays the game, recognizing that non-dead end version of that room. And finds our favorite RNG boss, Karak.
Yeah, so I assume Chrome is probably going to be routing this very similarly if he's just going right. It might take him about the same time to find Karak. So we kind of got a race going on here. Oh, we got P5 though on Ellendar's side. He's got to go in and go find Guma. Oh, his Chrome gets wrapped around to the front.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ellendar is definitely, he's not super far behind, but he is down a P5.
Yeah, it's a lot different being down a P1 versus being down a P5 when Guma was not 2 rooms in.
Alright, so we've got GP under 3-Eyed Rock today. So that means we must have Horsehead in Valley of Death, P1. P5 was on Maze Island.
So it's probably easier just to go into Death Valley like Ellendar's doing, and then just up and A out of here and get a free walk back to the Maze Island Bridge. And right there is the cave to the actual Maze Island island itself. If that makes any, I hate calling it. Sometimes I hate calling it the Maze Island Bridge. It's just what we know it as, but it doesn't always go to Maze Island, right? We just call it the bridge. The bridge continent connector to the cave, to Maze Island, to P5. That's probably slightly faster to do it this way. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if there's a wrong choice really to be made here.
Yeah, those were some really nice fairy feet through that Valley of Death. Ellendar making that look incredibly easy, which, you know, it's not a super hard trick to do, glitch to do, but it's I know that for myself I have an easier time on one side of the screen versus the other.
Yeah, there's it's definitely a different visual on the right versus the left. As Chroma shows us the 50-50 jar there.
And Chroma not abandoning the raft Slamu, so at least there was a 50-50 raft pickup tonight.
Yeah, he is en route to Karak, though, so the clock is ticking. Ellendar... Oh, no, Ellendar finding the item here in P1. Gonna get it.
We've got double horse heads.
Could be the magic key, or... Okay, it's not a small item. We didn't get any scroll lock breakage. Well... I don't know. I mean, if there's the room in GP, it could be a thing. It could be a thing. I mean, there are keys in the drop pool.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, saves you the farming time if the room is there, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, also, Chroma is pretty good at this, kind of remembering if he sees a key somewhere in one of the final palaces he does, and then saving it, like right there on Ellendar's side, there's a key in this room for him. That might be something right before Horsehead, right? It might be something where Ellendar, or where Chroma backs out of here, grabs the key, and then he'll kind of be set.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen him and other, you know, runners with foresight to remember that do the same thing. So, quick work there on both sides for Karak and Horsehead. And Chroma about to find out that he is going to have to go into Valley of Death for Palace 1, but, you know, P1 is generally pretty short and friendly.
Yeah, Chroma will have the opportunity to get that magic key as well. That was just routing to the right there. It just gets you to the item room in P1. And we'll see if he sees it and backs out of it and says, nah. Probably not, though, I would say. If he doesn't remember that hint for the magic container being in P5, maybe he expects the other one to be here, or maybe he expects one of those two to be here. Extra magic is nice to have. It'd be a quick horse to kill. But then again, I don't know. Maybe he thinks he doesn't have time to waste on an item at this point.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what decision he makes there. Ellendar getting a little trolled by that immediate item room.
Yeah, the drop. Well, yeah, it's we don't expect Yuma to be a fast find, but sometimes the runners surprise us, and sometimes they find the direction that the other one didn't, and it takes them to the boss a whole lot quicker. So maybe that'll be the case here. I'm not hopeful, though. It looked like it was probably a one-way to get to Guma, especially since we saw Chroma back out of that area and try to find an item, presumably, and then finding a dead end and up and getting out of there. So it looked like there was probably only one way to get to Guma in that area.
No, yeah, the magic key was in Palace 1, Raft was in Palace 4, which Chroma did pick up, but Ellendar did not.
Yeah, Chroma's going to go for the item, so he'll also have the magic key. No advantage for Ellendar in this area. Yeah, assuming this is a slightly, at least a medium rare. Okay, we're not going to use that analogy. If this is like a kind of a sort of longer GP, if it's not super free, we might see a bit of a race here. Chroma likely going to be the first one into GP though, finding Horsehead. He'll be out of Death Valley and right into GP on Three-Eyed Rock. So maybe he'll think he's behind a little. Maybe we'll see some lefts taken. Maybe they would be the wrong choice to make. I don't know. I'm just hoping for something other than a 4-room GP myself.
Yeah, agreed, Mirai. It would be nice to see, you know, a little bit of a, you know, it's no fun when it's like, oh, here's T-Bird and here's Dark Link right behind him, and you only see like 5 or 6 rooms of GP.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to see our runners in physical pain after they complete GP, but you know, I'd like to see something. They have to make some decisions, and perhaps a game over, or maybe an up and A, something. I want to see, you know, something slightly interesting.
How close is Ellendar to Guma? He's actually, I think, on the right path, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, he needs to go right.
Not that way.
Nope, that's
well,
gonna hurt.
Now he's getting colder, Slamu, unfortunately. Chroma's gonna be in GP here, sub 1 hour, 59:52. Let's see what kind of enemy set and potential waffle and emoji rooms we have in here today.
Yeah, having jump is going to be nice if we got a lot of waffle rooms. That will be something that potentially slows down Ellendar. Oh my god, there it is. Fortunately, we're well equipped for this room.
The room. You'll love to see it.
Oh no, so Ellendar's in a dead end, and he just ferried to try to get through it. Okay, maybe he realized that right at the end there. I thought he didn't see the end of the room, and he was going to go back through that room again.
No, it looks like he realized and he turned around, and I hope he goes all the way back to that elevator and just goes down and right.
No elevators yet in GP, as far as I have seen. Until now. Here we go. Got some divergence. All right. Although, get a little smacked around there. Oh, but Fire Thunder, right. Fire Thunder is going to make all of this kind of cheese mode if he wants it to be. So, yeah, totally forgot about the Fire Thunder. Really haven't seen a lot of usage of it from what I was remembering there, but we might see a lot more usage of it here in this GP.
Ellendar taking a bop from Guma there. And a second bop. But he's got shield, so he can take a little more damage. Nice Guma fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not any real time save here, especially since because he went the wrong way at that junction at first and found the dead end that Chroma explored after killing Guma. They just kind of did that section in reverse order.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he didn't nope out of that upstab / fairy room when he saw it. Oh, these are fun rooms in GP.
I like these.
Of course you do.
Oh!
See, and that, yeah. This probably doesn't happen to Chroma that often. This happens to me all the time. You get to the almost very end, and then you get bopped by one of those stupid dots and end up having to ferry all the way back and do the whole thing again.
Well, I mean, you got about 25 feet from the time that the dot appears on screen to where it's up at the top there on that platform. So you got some time. You got plenty of time to see it coming. So here's what I'm hoping. I was going.
See,
Go ahead.
TAH, that's what I meant fun in quotes. Mirai probably meant actual fun.
No, those rooms are great. You got to put some boggles in them. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, and we have a 103.31 GP entry for Ellendar here, so about, what, 3.5 minutes behind?
Yeah, here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Ellendar hits that first elevator and goes left when he gets... Oh, Chroma!
Chroma, please. Chroma's laughing at himself. Or at Rando, either way. You know, I know
He's a closet masochist.
I don't even think he's a closet masochist, TAH. I think, like, we all know who the masochists in this community are. And they enter the Max Rando tourney every year.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's got bad bubble. He's got bad dot placement on the screen.
Yeah, he is having a time with that platform. I guess good thing Fairy's cheap.
Yeah. And he's got life. Oh, this is a dead end for Ellendar. Where did he go? How did he get here? I don't remember seeing that on Chroma's side. That's interesting.
I don't either, and I've been too busy watching Chroma to see if he is, you know, gonna have to cast. Okay, so he gets through this platform. Okay, I guess our fun is over for now.
Oh, we did see this elevator room, though. I remember him cutting up the... Chroma went ahead and faced off against the orange bird, the blue bird, one-on-one there. So, yeah, okay. So Chroma did take a left then. He took a left and then he took the first right, and this is the path he's on ever since then.
Getting bopped by that spicy chicken at the last minute.
Yeah, I said I was hoping for a game over here, and we're pretty close to one. Go left, Ellendar. God, out left. Go left. The blue guy's over there. Just go left.
Ellendar's like, no way. I'm going right.
Yeah, he's already taken a death, though, unfortunately, so he's down to 1 life in reserve. If this is the right way at all, Chroma's shown us we got a 4-way to pick from, so we'll see if Thunderbird is close by. But Ellendar's got some digging to do for sure, and without the jump spell, he's not able to get through these waffles. We talked about this earlier. Not able to get through these waffles nearly as clean in some of these rooms where we've got some busyness, some traffic inside of these waffles.
Yeah, and I mean, Ellendar's got shield. I don't think Chroma picked shield up, but Chroma has fire thunder, and Chroma has jump. And that could be helpful. Both of those could be advantageous in this GP. We've already seen jump help Chroma in these waffle rooms be able to stay up top, not have to spend time killing the enemies trapped below.
Is this a loop that Chroma's in? Yeah, this leads back to the 4-way here.
Sure is.
Okay, so it's up or down at this point for him. And if it's not this, then it's the left that we wanted Ellendar to take, which no one has taken yet.
Kingbot OP.
Okay, we got a left down here or a right upstab block all the way at the top. I'm fully expecting Thunderbird to be just on that 1 left, 1 room to the left of there, and then Darkling right afterwards. And all of our runners are going to be digging to these crazy areas. Do we not have upstab on Chroma's side?
We do not.
Oh, okay.
We do not. So, yep, we're going to see the clip. Nicely done on Chroma's side there.
Yeah, lucky that fire is thunder and he's got that because he's burning through magic on his last life here. And
Right,
if thunder
yeah.
was going to be too expensive, that would be problematic here. Uh-oh, is this going to loop us back to the bottom of the four-way? Oh, dude. Ellendar
Oh,
should have gone left when I told him to when he couldn't hear me. That's when he should have gone left because that's the answer that we know of, I think. Unless there's something over here that Chroma remembers that I don't remember. Which is possible. He's the one playing. I'm just the one watching. Oh, Ellendar!
getting the ferry cast off in time.
Oh, maybe he'll go left at that first junction. Oh wait, that's right. There's a junction here for Chroma. I do remember this junction. Okay, another one of these fun. Oh, what? Oh, he's going back. Oh no! All right, we need to channel to Ellendar to go left at the second junction. Chroma's probably going to be hot on his tail at this point because Chroma has seen a lot more of what's beyond that Ellendar knows.
Yeah, absolutely. Both runners going back into GP at about the same time, but Chroma with a significant exploration advantage here.
Yeah, so after this, we got an elevator at the end of this waffle room on Ellendar's side. Chroma's one room behind him. Oh, Chroma has not gone up and right here yet. It's a dead end. Oh, no. If Ellendar goes up this elevator and goes right, that's, from what we know, his funeral. He needs to go left here, we assume. So we'll see. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
This is some busy rooms. Very nice bounce off the bird onto the blocks, though.
Yeah, we've seen some good chicken action this GP. Some good chicken action, some good kingbot action.
Oh!
Ellendar finds Thunderbird taking the left.
Chroma has a killer advantage on this, though. Ellendar cannot take a hit, even with shield on, I would imagine, here. Even at life 7 with shield.
No, there's no way.
Chroma has life spell, Fire Thunder, so he's going to have a bunch of cast of life if he needs to on this Thunderbird
Yeah, and life's
fight.
refilling like 4 bars or something ridiculous.
This is wild. We saw a lot of Palace on Chroma's side as well, so we might be running out of Palace post Thunderbird takes the...
Oh,
Ellendar! Oh, no!
Here's Chroma. Oh, synchronized Thunderbirds from our runners.
We have an attack
doesn't-
7 Chroma, though.
Attack 7 versus Attack 5. Fire Thunder versus... Oh, Chroma casting Jump, too.
Vanilla strats over here.
All keys strats. Thunderbird hitting like a truck.
Oh! Get too cocky! Put those vanilla strats away in the rando, son!
Yeah, this isn't all keys. This isn't all keys. We don't do that here. I mean, at least not without shield.
Yeah, they get
jump
hit
with
hard.
Thunderbird and no shield. That's just like asking for a fireball to the face.
I think he was hoping for Reflect to kind of carry that lack of shield. Oh, eats him alive, though, in the second attempt.
Wow. Okay. Well. Fine, Chroma. Do your all key strats.
So if this is Dark Link right here, this is... Oh. It's a downstab room. But it could be Dark Link in the elevator here.
Ellendar gets a really nice no-hit Thunderbird.
Yeah, he needed that in the previous attempt, though, because now he's set
did.
back a little bit further.
He is a couple rooms back now.
Fire Thunder probably going to be helping immensely if Chroma wants to use it in these rooms. That attack 7 just cleaning up.
Yeah, it's such a difference. Like, such a big difference when you see them essentially in the same room here. How much longer it's taking Ellendar to get through some of this. And then
yeah, but-
also not being able to cast Fire Thunder.
Yeah, and this is just a pass through here, no elevator yet. So, or I guess we don't need an elevator. This could be Darklink. No, it's just another pass through.
I feel like this is the GP that we all wanted for this race.
Yeah.
Except for, I mean, maybe we all except for Chroma and Ellendar.
Oh wow.
So close. Here's Darklink. Ellendar right on Chroma's tail here.
He's gonna see he's gonna see the dot done right as he's walking on the Darklink's platform here. He's gonna think, man, that death on Thunderbird, wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like when you lose a race by this close of a time, like essentially you're walking into the finishing room when your opponent is finishing, there's like probably any number of decisions that maybe could have swung things the other way for you. Oh, and a death on Darklink too. Sad.
Oh no. Yeah, you might as well just finish it off.
And GG's to Chroma, who is joining us here in the comms booth.
Thanks.
So we had the new Kasudo. This is the one thing we wanted to talk about. Oh, you're chuckling. So yeah.
Oh wow, that was fun.
The new Kasudo. You were thinking either basement or spell tower, and you're looking for. Were we correct in assessing that you were looking for that 7th magic container
7.
before you went back in there?
I was. I had enough dungeon. Well, no, I knew it had to be east, so it was 50-50, and I guess I figured, I'll do what I can along the way. You know, do palaces along the way, whatever.
Yeah, there was a. Oh, guys. Well, GG Ellendar joining us here.
GG Ellendar.
Dang. GG's. Found T-Bird first. Dang.
Yes, Ellendar did find the path to T-Bird first, and that you know.
Oh, I was muted
Chicken-
apparently. GG.
Oh, it didn't even look like you were muted on Discord. That's funny.
Oh, my headphones have a thing where if I have the microphone up, it mutes it so you don't get horrible, crappy audio. But it means that if I forget to put it down, it doesn't work.
Okay. But yes, Ellendar, you did find the path to Thunderbird first. It's true.
And then that death to Thunderbird and then the death to Darklink, both there was a lot of other small bits of slop elsewhere in the seed that could have made the difference, but I'm glad it was so close, right? Chroma's a very difficult opponent.
Yeah, well, you found we were just talking to Chroma just right before you entered about the new Kasudo trophy, and you had spell before you found new Kasudo, so you did the spell tower check when you were there, and that was the trophy, and then you were off to the races. Chroma was a little ahead, I would say. Just he had much better levels early on than you did. That's something that really hurt you. Chroma, you had incredible levels. You were just soaking up all the experience from every source. Yeah, you were really well off.
I was really struggling with magic for a long time.
Yeah. But Chroma was looking around for he had visited New Kasudo before he had spell, so could only get fire. Checked fire, wasn't spell at that point, which was funny because you skipped fire, but it was actually fire thunder.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah. But Chroma was digging around for that 7th magic container. Because I mean, I don't blame him. You don't want to triple dip into New Kasudo if it's not the spell tower at that point. So yeah,
it was very out of the way too. It's like the only thing on that side of the map.
If the trophy wasn't in spell tower, I was gonna go straight to 5 because I had the hint about the magic jar there. Or I guess it was just a jar, not a container. I don't know. It didn't end up mattering.
It probably was a container.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been
I
a
nearly
container.
full cleared the thing.
Well,
Yeah.
it'll say blue jar or red jar if it's
Okay.
not. If
Yeah,
it says magic,
I was pretty
if it
sure
just
that's
says
what it
magic
was.
jar, it will be a full container.
And digging through that 5 would have been an absolute pain, but I'd rather
Yeah,
dig
Chroma
through a
J-
5 where I know there's progression than hunt
Chroma-
every single
yeah,
other place
Chroma-
where I don't know.
Chroma, yeah, I don't blame you. Chroma dug through it for a bit, and we never saw an item. So
Yeah, I just got to one of those dead ends with a key and figured, I'll come back if I have to. There's too much up in the air still at that point.
Was 5 the palace that I accidentally found the item room in and then died right before seeing it and said screw it?
no, that was a dead end that you're going into, and I was concerned that you would go back into that room. That was actually a dead end.
I thought that was one of the item room layouts, but I was just like, okay, I'll go in there, and like I was super low on resources anyway, so like I figured if I took a death, I don't actually care. Like I wanted to get my magic back, so. But yeah, I mean there was a bunch of small things. I don't think the attack was that big a deal. The magic was what, because like. There was a length of time when I was at like magic 4 and 6 bars and couldn't cast fairy twice, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Well-
Magic was really tough. As soon as I saw the Fire Thunder link is when I switched from going for attack levels and went all in on magic, and that really helped once I needed fairy a lot.
One other thing that really helped is you both dug P2 first, which was the flute. So you weren't digging around in a bunch of ridiculous locations trying to find that. Chroma, you did make the dig into Hammer Cave early on, which just ended up being a heart. You guys had lots of hearts across the board very early on, which was ridiculous. And the life spell, Chroma picked up the life spell, healed for what, 4 bars, I think it was?
It was pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really need to invest in life levels very much because of that.
I just did my normal. I found shield first and I grabbed it, and then I'm like, okay, I don't need life by.
Yeah, I would have taken that choice as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a one or the other, and if I see it early enough, I'll grab it. If it's later in the seed, it's a lot harder of a decision to make.
I'm trying to think of any other times where this is really closer, other than walking into GP, and there were 2 junctions. So Chroma was in a few minutes before you were, Ellendar, and there was a whole lot of palace in one direction. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah, I got through maybe 10 or 12 rooms heading to the right at that elevator junction, and then game overed. And then said screw it and went left the next time because I'm like, Chroma's got to be done any time now. And then of course, as soon as you go left, it's like, oh, here it is, bye.
Bunch of loops at the end of that to the right, so
Okay.
going
Well,
left
like I
was-
said, good thing I took that game over. But...
Yeah.
And what were there? There were like 3 of those, I think we call them winter solstice rooms, with the raised platforms, the lava down below, and the breakable blocks on each section. And you got trolled several times by those dots and the bogos and the heads in those rooms. You had to,
pretty bad.
at least like 3 times, you had to ferry back out of those rooms.
So frustrating, but at least it wasn't a game over situation.
Yeah, the second one of those is where I took my game over, and I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Well, good choice on that.
What almost helped you, Ellendar, is that Chroma, when you walked in, that first junction went up and right. You skipped that to begin with, and you just headed left. Then you found the next one and went
brand,
right.
You know?
Yeah, I figured we totally missed that one on your side the first time, because then Ellendar was there, and I was like, "Where's Ellendar at?" And Ellendar found that as a dead end. I'm like, "Oh." And then you came back down, and we saw the blue and orange bird there on the left side of the elevator room. We're like, "Oh, we know that room." So okay, cool. But then Chroma, when you came back in, you took that up and right, and of course that was a dead end, and that was kind of helping Ellendar get over to Thunderbird, because you had both walked in after Ellendar game over, and then you up and 8 or whatever at that point, you both pretty much started over in GP at almost the same time, and you went up and right, and Ellendar went left at that second junction, and then it was on at that point, because then we saw Thunderbird immediately on the next junction, and it was like, wow, this is super close. And you both took a death on Thunderbird, Ellendar, you were low on health, and Chroma, you're trying to show it off with vanilla all key strats, which Royale says
really
no.
ill-advised. It really is just not a good idea unless you're on attack 8.
I mean, I think that when you mix Jump and Thunderbird, you're just asking for a fireball to the face. That's all.
You are. And
Maybe that's just my experience with Thunderbird.
It's true though. You are. Unless you're getting it in those first few cycles, like we practice for vanilla. Yeah, there's no real strategy to it at that point that doesn't just have a lot of patience or just a lot of flailing. You know, it's the panic dolphin technique. Like the panic is real when it's on.
I mean,
I
I think flailing is actually a valid strat when you have 8 heart containers and a good life spell. So that's fair.
suppose.
Yeah, you didn't have shield though, which is why when you got hit, it was feeling like a truck there.
It was pretty bad. Just stick with the ground strats. My vanilla PB actually had ground strats, and I had a chance at a 74 with if I would have used jump, but I think one fireball would have ended the run for me. So I don't know. Maybe take a page out of that book. Just you don't lose that many seconds by staying on the ground.
And your attack 7 versus Ellendar's attack 5 on Thunderbird, you were able to cut through Thunderbird even the second time a whole lot faster. And that
Yeah, that made a
was,
big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, not even just on Thunderbird, but through GP in general, like between the attack levels that you had, Chroma, and then the Fire Thunder, it made especially with all the chicken fun that we had here, made it a lot easier.
Yeah, even the rooms post Thunderbird there were the higher attack level, and even if you had to bust out, if Chroma had to bust out the Fire Thunder casts, those were kind of busy rooms moving past Thunderbird, which even as Trails is pointing out, probably still would have been in Chroma's favor just because Ellendar, it was just taking a little bit longer to get through. You didn't have jump as well to get through some of these waffle rooms, whereas Chroma did have the medicine before he went to go get down stabs, so he was able to get both the spell and the item, the spell and the technique out of there. So that was a little beneficial. It was interesting. Each one of you had something kind of that the other didn't at certain times, and knowledge of something that the other one didn't at certain times. And it came down to a really, really great race, as we could see by the final finish time here of just what separates you by a minute 10. And that's unfortunately it's even closer than that, because as Chroma's dot Dunning, Ellendar, you're walking into Darklink there. Yeah, that was exactly how that went down. But then you had 2 hits. You took 2 hits on Darklink and died. But it was too late at that point anyway. It didn't really matter.
Yeah, if I thought I was still in it, maybe I would have played it a little bit more carefully. But I was just like, whatever. I'm done. Let's just get it over with.
I'm excited to watch this one back, because I think that is the recipe for a good race, is where we each have something that the other doesn't. And then somewhere at the end, it has to converge. So it sounds like it was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it converged. It converged well. It was good. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. It was, you both just put on a great show for us tonight. So, GG's to both of you. Everyone in chat should follow these runners, Chromataclysm and Ellendar.
Siberian's about to take us out here in a moment. Chroma, you are now 3-1. Ellendar, you're 2-2. Chroma, you're going to brackets. I'll see you there. Ellendar, I expect to win next week, because I want to see you in brackets.
I'm trying.
Hey, you almost got it here tonight. So yeah, totally. But we got
Trails. Just for anybody in this tournament, watch out for Trails this year. There's a hunger. Something's different. I'm just saying. Don't take that guy lightly.
Who would ever?
I don't know, but don't. Mirai's no slouch himself.
if I'm playing on point, that is, if I kind of pay attention to what the seed is giving me, I'm pretty good at that point. But otherwise, I have
done your homework.
issues. Yeah, well, all right. It'll come brackets. Brackets is the real deal. We make it in the brackets, then no screwing around. You get 3 wins. It doesn't really matter these last 2 rounds, but yeah. We'll see what happens in brackets. Ellendar, you'll be there. Don't worry about it. Siberia's about to kick us out. We got matches tonight. There's more coming up. Check out these channels, ZeldaSpeedRuns channels. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to Royale. Thanks to our runners. I think we're good. Siberian?
Yeah, the next Z2R match will be in about half an hour on ZSR main. Yeah, and we also have a few other matches, and from the looks of it, we are going to restream the Z2R matches upcoming at 7 p.m. Eastern, as well as the 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern matches. So, stay tuned for more Zelda content. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time here on ZSR.